but we're back, right? Anyway, at least if I don't freeze up 1,000 times during the podcast. So I'm back from vacation after you just finished a vacation, and I think I need another vacation.
We might have to get you in a studio, Doug. That will allow you not to freeze up.
Right. Well, just tell me if I do, and we'll figure it out from there.
You
I
can't
don't know
drink
what
all
else.
day, Doug. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. I mean, with your cup of coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got my rooster.
Is that Irish coffee, or is that just regular coffee?
Got my rooster.
Fowler. What was that coffee you were drinking? Rise? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I think you brought it up last episode like 28 times.
Where they're sponsoring us. I'm trying to get a sponsor. Trying to get the old sponsorship,
okay.
Douglas. Red Rocks.
So I get my taxes paid off.
Red Rocks Amphitheater. Rise Coffee.
Get this one called Loud, Lucid, and Laughs.
Did you have a good
right now?
Did you have a good vacation?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was a good vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cocoa Beach. Yeah. Yep, it was good. So anyway, how's your week been?
I had a birthday this week.
Oh, that's right. You turned another year older.
I turned 35 this week. And
so that would be happy birthday to you. Wait, did you say you turned 35?
I was waiting for you to get that one.
What are you acting like your mother now?
Going backwards, or like just flip the numbers?
Are you flipping the numbers? That's what she does. So.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's see how it is.
I think I look pretty good for 53, though, Doug. I got to tell you, I'm in good health for 53. I'm doing good.
Big 5'3". Does that mean that Stephanie's close to getting a model, or
close to what? Trade me in?
Yeah, and getting a new model.
She's probably been wanting to trade me in for years, Doug, but so far I've lasted.
Stuck with you.
So far, I have made it.
Stephanie, if you watch this, you are on my prayer list. I'm just putting that out there. So, yeah, I see how you turn that around. So, episode 11, and we're going to go with, what?
I just crack myself up sometimes with my little sly, wit and humor. My very sly wit and humor where it just slashes at you. You don't even see it coming. You don't know it's there until it just happens.
And sometimes you don't even catch it. It moves so fast.
Right.
But I caught that one. I still got a little bit in the old. Yeah.
What do we talk about? What are we doing tonight?
Well, we're talking. I've done episode 11. We're gonna no preparation. So you're gonna read it
for tonight.
Well, we're gonna go into some current.
Just swinging it.
Worldwide, might look at some different things, local stuff, worldwide, different states. Just throw some stuff out there, just back and forth for a few minutes, and move on to the next thing. But before we do that, I got to do what we always do. Our lawyers say that we have to say this: everything you hear is our own opinions and not the opinions of any other entity. And I think I'm sorry, am I boring you? So we're doing this early. We're doing this earlier than what we normally do. And I've set the system up to where it doesn't hear any background noise. So right now the dogs are upstairs barking, and Gina just texted me that there are deer on our front deck.
Oh, there you go.
And because I could hear them going nuts. Yeah, we don't. We don't kill our deer around here.
Oh,
Rich.
I'm just throwing things in there, Doug. Just see if you catch what I say or don't. So.
You'll have a couple people that I know that would agree with you and have said they could do it quietly with bow and arrows, but
Better than
we're
deer
not
jerky.
letting that happen.
Deer jerky.
So let's start this off right. Have you heard anything about this Russian satellite that just got launched a couple days ago?
I have not, but I have heard my dogs barking in the backyard right now. But they'll be okay until their mom gets home. I'm not stopping.
Yeah. So apparently, Russia launched a counter space weapon into low orbit last week, and the government is telling us about it just like 10, 12 hours ago. They brought it up.
Well, Doug,
So,
listen, there's been all kinds of things being launched into into our airspace this year, like balloons and Chinese spy balloons and whatever. So, like, of course they're not going to tell us. They don't tell us anything. I don't even care what the government tells me at this point because I know nothing they tell me is going to be true, and they're not going to tell me half the stuff that I need to know would be true. So, who even cares at this point?
so here's the funny thing I found. They launched one here a while back into low orbit, but then after a few days, it moved into upper orbit. No. And they launched the first one they launched. It went into upper orbit right next to the USA one. And USA was all upset. And now they've launched one into lower orbit right next to a USA one. And I'm like, I believe in the USA and all, but when did we get to say who could put what up in the air?
Right.
I mean, I'm not for Russia by any means, but I didn't know we had that authority to say who could.
What's that Ben Affleck movie where they're talking to him and they say something Russian? He's like, Russian? What's a Russian? What is that? Is that the comedy? I don't know.
Is that Armageddon?
What's a Russian? No. No, he's in a helicopter or something. I don't even know. Who cares? But yeah. Speaking of Ben Affleck, did you see Tom Brady's roast on Netflix?
No, I caught bits and pieces. I didn't see all of it.
Well, there was more cuss words on that. There was more cuss words than you'd hear on a Navy,
battleship.
Battleship. That's what I was
submarine.
Navy battleship, submarine. Yeah, there was more.
I got you.
You'd hear on a Navy battleship or submarine. Thanks for kicking in there. But it was pretty funny. It was good comedy. It lasted a long time. I guess Giselle was mad about it because there was obviously some things because it's no holds barred, when you're getting roasted, and like.
Oh yeah. In the couple clips I saw.
Yeah. Kevin Hart was
no holding back.
5 seconds saying, F you, Tom Brady, F you, Tom Brady. But Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He was leading the show, but he was funny, and they really like tore Gronk up. Gronkowski got
here was Gronk the whole time.
Well, dude, they were.
I don't think he got it.
Everybody that got up there made a Gronkowski as dumb joke, Gronk is dumb joke. Like the poor guy, like I would have felt bad by the end of the night. I'd have been like, dude, come on.
But dude, he played the part. Every time they panned the camera over to him, he was like,
well, he was drinking. He was drinking a lot, but
okay, all right.
But I don't know. It was pretty funny though. It was still funny. It's funny stuff.
All right, well.
Oh, speaking of Russian satellites and government and telling people what to do and what not to do, yeah, I don't know. Nobody owns as long as it's not like in art, I don't think anybody owns like the galaxy, except for maybe Jesus.
Last I checked, except for God.
Jesus, yeah, God owns it. But dude, I just saw a post today that said that, or a thing that said today that Joe Biden will not appear on the Ohio ballot in November as of right now, according to the Ohio Secretary of State. Do you hear that?
Why is that? No, I didn't hear that.
Apparently, the Democratic parties refused to follow state law requiring both parties to officially nominate their presidents 90 days before an election. So the Democrats aren't doing that until 75 days. I guess they're doing it 75 days prior. And now since the legislators are doing
Wait,
it,
they're doing it. Wait, they're doing it 75 days, but they had to have it done when? How many
90 days. 90 days.
Yeah, missing that window.
Yeah, just by 15 days or something. I don't know. But that's just weird. But I mean, I doubt he would have won Ohio anyway. It's pretty traditionally red state, but
I'm sure he'll get most of the votes there.
But I guess he's not going to get any votes there now because he's not going to be on the ballot unless they write it in. I'm sure they can write it in.
I'm sure he'll get votes.
Yeah. I don't know.
That makes, well, I guess that makes sense considering they're trying to keep Trump off so many states too. That at least Biden should give up one, right?
Doug, speaking of current affairs, yeah, you're right. But yeah, exactly what you said. But not to jump on because I'm sure you got some current affairs you want to talk about. I have none, and I've been like talking the whole time. So, but speaking of current affairs, I got one thing I got to ask you though, because you're a football guy, you're a Broncos fan. You know the Chiefs are out of division. My son's a Chiefs fan. His fiance's a Chiefs fan. I got to ask you a question about this.
I don't know how you raised that kid.
Because this happened last week. Well, we were Detroit Lions fans for a long time, and then he kind of came on the Broncos for a minute, and then he moved to Kansas City.
He went to the dark side.
Was it the end winners and I don't know. But
was Ellie a Chiefs fan or something?
Oh yeah. She went to K. Well, that's bad enough, Doug. Speaking, she went to KU. She's a KU fan. Mizzou's rival, and then she's also a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I don't care
this
about
is a person marrying into your family.
Yeah, right, exactly. But when the Cardinals left to go to Arizona, then the Rams came into St. Louis. I was a Cardinals fan. I was never really a Rams fan, but then when the Rams left, both times a lot of people in Missouri became Chiefs fans, but you didn't obviously. But dude, so I gotta ask your opinion on this because this has been bothering me a little bit. Let me finish saying what I'm saying, then I'll get your opinion and I'll be quiet while you speak. But so I guess Kansas City Chiefs coach Andy Reid and quarterback Mahomes strongly defended kicker Harrison Butker for his pro-tradition values speech. And Reid even shot back after one reporter tried claiming that Butker was speaking ill of women. I just got to get your opinion on this. And Mahomes said, I've known Harrison for 7 years. I judge him by the character that he shows every single day. And that's a good person, someone who cares about people around him, cares about his family, and wants to make a good impact on society. And Reid said, everybody from different areas, different religions, different races, we all get along. We all respect each other's opinions in the locker room. And it's a great thing about America, man. We're just like a microcosm of that. And I wish that everybody could do that and follow that. I don't think he was speaking ill to women, but he has his opinions and we all respect that. I let you guys in this room, and you have a lot of opinions that I don't like. He's talking to the reporters, Reid was. But I've got to ask you a question. It's funny because you got Travis Kelce was at speaking to college graduates or something, like Harrison was. And Travis Kelce, I didn't see the whole clip, but he shotguns a beer on the stage and slams it. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. That's what he's putting out there as far as, his character, and then Butker gets on there and he starts talking about people random, and he talks about his family, he talks about the good things in life, and and that his wife's a homemaker, which isn't a bad thing. Women can do whatever they want to do these days. And you've been frozen for about 3 minutes while I've been talking, but
oh really?
Yeah.
I've just been listening. I didn't know I was frozen.
Yeah, your whole thing's frozen in a bad way, but yeah. So anyway, the whole thing of it is then Travis Kelce gets praised by the NFL for shotgunning a beer and throwing it down on stage in front of all these graduates, and then Butker says his piece, and it's all good stuff. He cares about his family, he cares about making an impact in society. He's talking about his religion. There's nothing bad that he says, but yet the NFL, bashes him, and they think that Travis Kelce's great. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I mean, that was a long question. Am
Yeah.
I still frozen? That's my opinion.
Yeah, off and on. You're like
Right.
doing the Max Headroom thing
Yeah.
again. It's really sad, but
Oh, well, I don't know what to do. But, Tambourine,
anyway, you go.
yeah, you're frozen.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm gonna say to each his own, and we shouldn't down on him because of his values, and everybody has their own opinion, and if everybody would just listen to everybody's opinion and let them live their opinion, then we, you know, wouldn't have to deal with a bunch of junk that you don't need to hear.
Yeah. You've been frozen for a long, long time, so I don't know what you want to do here.
Well, we're 16 minutes into it at this point. I have turned the camera off and turned it back on.
I'm sure it's frustrating for you, but it's frustrating for me as well. But
How about that?
how about that?
I've switched cameras.
Yeah, you're still frozen.
Well, current events would be that apparently my
Let's
camera
just do.
freezes up from time to time, and
Let's just do you in a. Well, you're back now, somewhat.
hey, are we?
Yeah, you're shorter and in a corner now, but you're back on my screen. But
How about?
uh,
All right. Well, I'm full screen on my side, so
okay. So
it
what do
might
you
be
got?
okay.
You want to just keep rolling this?
All right.
Just keep rolling.
No, yeah. But honestly, the whole Butker thing, Rich. I mean, let it be what it'll be. I don't see why you should be coming down on the guy.
Who, me?
No, anybody.
Oh no, I
No,
love
you're
Butker.
not.
I love what Butker did.
You're on his side. Yeah, you're
I'm
on his
Butker's
side. I meant I
And
don't see.
I'm not against Travis Kelce.
I don't see why anybody would come down on him.
Listen, I don't mind slamming a beard either in front of a
I'm
bunch of
happy for you.
graduates. I'm on Travis Kelce's side a little bit too, but I'm totally on Butker's side. All I'm saying is Butker didn't do anything wrong. He was a totally, nice about everything. He just said, like there's some women jumping on it, I guess, because they said women said he might have said something like to the point that women should stay at home, which women can do anything they want to do. Women can have any job they want to have.
But if he said my wife chooses to stay at home,
yeah, that's what he said, baby. And I don't have any problem with anything he said. I don't really have problems with Travis Kelce slamming a beer. What I do have a problem with, Doug, is the NFL. I have a problem with the NFL getting their panties in a wad. The no fun league, as I call it, NFL no fun league. I have a problem with them. You can make a T-shirt out of that. I have a problem with the NFL, the no fun league. Praising Travis Kelce and bashing Harrison Butker for his views. That's what I freaking have a problem with. All right.
Yeah, I do. I agree with that.
Started.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
Get me started.
You're getting a little high there, buddy. Calm down.
Get me started.
All I'm saying is, when I say let it be, let it be. There's no reason for the NFL to act like they're acting. There's
words of wisdom. Let it be.
Dave Butker train. I mean, if you want to hate him because he's a Chiefs, then I'm good with that. I can get on board with that. I'll ride.
I can get on board with the fact that he's the Chiefs guy, but you know what? For what he said, I don't have a problem with anything he said.
Nope.
Nothing. I say God bless Harrison Butker. God bless Harrison Butker.
And Tiny Tim too. All right, Rich, I'm going to move on to this next current event before you blow a blood vessel and
you just
have to be rushed off to the hospital.
I find myself in times of trouble. Mother Mary,
I'm going to see if I
can't
words
take of wisdom.
Your blood pressure.
Let it be.
Or I'll just be quiet while you sing.
You said let it be. I was like, when I find myself in times of trouble. Go ahead.
For the third time.
Go ahead, Frozen guy. Go ahead, Frozen guy. Tell me something.
Am I frozen again?
Yeah.
Am I frozen again?
Yeah.
Oh man. I guess I'm gonna have to find a different place to record because it's definitely not working like this, is it?
Doja, we're gonna have to put you in a studio, bro.
Yeah,
Studio.
apparently.
Hey, you're back though.
Am I?
Oh, you were, and then now you're not. Now you are. You're moving. You're moving.
All right. So I'm gonna see if I can't get your blood pressure up a little bit more. This should be an interesting
Dude, I don't know if
episode
my
with
blood
all the
pressure
fun
should
we're
be up
having.
though, Doug. You know, I have that condition.
Well, I am. I'm gonna throw a little fuel on the fire. How are you feeling, or have you even heard that there's a company that is trying to sell Elvis Presley's estate?
I did hear
Uh,
that, and I heard
there
that Riley
there is there
Coe, his
there is a
granddaughter,
company that has a lawyer that
it just
says
heard.
that Lisa Marie borrowed $3.8 million on and used Graceland, and they tried today to launch the mansion up for sale and put it on for auction this week, but it was blocked by a judge. Apparently, Elvis' granddaughter Riley launched a block of the sale.
Yeah, yeah. It was a Missouri place, wasn't it? Like some place in Missouri that.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense because Graceland is in Tennessee. But
Well, if she took the loan from there, they could
I,
still. They'd have to seize the collateral first. They'd have to get it. Like the lawyer would have to. They can't just put it up for sale until they actually own it. I mean, the lawyer would have to seize
yeah.
the property, or their lawyers would have to seize the. They'd have to put a conjunction to seize the property, and they haven't done that yet, so they can't put it up for sale without owning it. So I don't know.
Well, and apparently nobody even showed up for the other side. So
She did an injunction. Riley did an injunction. His granddaughter, Lisa,
to block
Lisa's
it.
daughter,
Yeah.
to block it. And I guess that's what's being done right now.
Yeah. But I found that crazy. I mean, we both have a good friend that, maybe he'd go bid on it. I don't know. Maybe he'd want to live there.
I'd bid on it. I'd live there.
Yeah. I wonder if it includes everything, or is it just the mansion?
I don't think we have that cash. What was the question?
I said, I wonder if that is everything in the estate or just the mansion. Because upon stumbling upon this story, when I heard it this morning, I did a little more research. I also found a couple different links where I found one that says Elvis Presley's personal Bible from Graceland is up for auction.
How much is that going for?
It was the one that was found on his nightstand the night he died.
Doug, I always wonder about that when memorabilia comes into play, and I'm like, how many of those
had his name in Boston gold in it?
Yeah, but I always ask the question: did they find 27 of those? Like, is there 37? Is there 2,000 of those Bibles they're going to find?
No.
If that's the actual Bible, that'd be pretty cool, though. I mean, I don't know.
It is. It is the actual Bible. It's actually GWS Auctions has verified that it is the Bible.
That was on
and it's on a current on a current bid for over $30,000.
Cool.
So
I might have to.
You got 30. You just toss at it.
I didn't even know. I bid 32 on that.
Yeah, it's got large amounts of bookmark pages and underlined passages that they say spoke to Elvis, so that's why he highlighted them. One of a kind item. There you go, Rich.
That would be a one of a kind.
Among the underlined passages, according to the auction house, from the book of Job, chapter 31, 24 through 26, the passage reads, "If I have made gold my hope, or have said to the fine gold, thou art my confidence, if I rejoiced because my wealth was great, and because my hand had gotten too much, if I beheld the sun when it shined, or the moon walking in the brightness." And they got a picture of it here too. Looks like just a standard Bible, a little black Bible with the gold lettering.
I didn't hear that. I'm going to see. How do you put your bid in, Doug? I want to put a bid in.
I don't. I don't know. I can look
What's
it
the
up for
current
you.
the current bid's at 30 now?
Yeah, the current bid is at 30,000.
Can you
You
put
gonna
me a
go
bid
out there
in
and
for,
jump on that?
can you put me a bid in for $30,000 and a penny?
No, I can't do that because of the simple fact that I'm still trying to pay my taxes. I had 30 grand, I'd pay my taxes
Hey
and
Doug,
take the other 20 and go
current
have fun.
affairs. Current affairs. This past week was the PGA Championship. That's a major in golf, and I don't know if you
What's
saw
PGA?
it. Yeah, PGA Championship.
I don't,
you have the
yeah.
Masters, the
Rich,
PGA
real quick,
Championship.
Rich,
But,
real quick.
yeah.
I played golf 4 times in my life, and it is the worst 4 things I have ever done. But go ahead.
I just got a new set of golf clubs for my birthday. But so
Did you buy that Bronco bag?
but anyways, so you have the Masters, the PGA Championship, and you have the U.S. Open, and you have the Open that's played over in Scotland and stuff. So those are the 4 big tournaments every year, and then you have the FedEx Cup Championship Series, kind of whatever. So, but the PGA Championship was this past weekend. Xander Schauffele won it. Shout out to Xander. But I don't know if you saw
Where's he
on
from?
Friday, huh?
Where's Xander from?
Xander. That's not important right now because I'm talking about Scotty Scheffler. So Scotty
Oh,
Scheffler,
okay.
Scotty Scheffler is the world's #1 golfer, right? And so
Welcome everybody. Welcome to the stories of Rich James. This is what
welcome
happens.
to Loud, Lucid,
All
and
right.
Laughs, and whatever Rich James has to say. But so Scotty
I just
Scheffler,
want to know what the mice are doing up there, man, because
dude,
they've
listen,
got to have a crazy.
Scotty Scheffler is
All
the
right.
world #1 golfer, Doug. So on Friday morning,
Hey.
the second day of the tournament,
Over Tiger Woods?
I don't know if you heard this news,
No.
but Scotty Scheffler has been #1 in the world for 52 weeks, and he's a big deal. And so Friday morning, he's driving into the golf course. It's raining, it's dark, it's cloudy, and
Big deal.
before he gets into the golf course, a bus hits a patron who is working the tournament. I think he was doing security, and kills the guy. The guy's dead. So they're redirecting traffic. After the bus hits the guy, they're redirecting traffic and into the golf, and they're stopping some people, and it's a mile long, and golfers are trying to get in there because they got to go through their warm up. They got to go through their, they got to eat still before they play. They have tee off times.
Yeah, because that's apparently more important.
Yes, especially because it's PGA Championship. So let's back that up a little bit with the important thing. But the guy died, to his family, and so the police get there though, and apparently they're in their yellow bright rain jackets because it's cold, it's rainy, it's dark, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. Well, on the way to the golf course that morning in Valhalla Golf Course, it's in Louisville, Kentucky, by the way. There's only one way in, one way out. Well, several players are being directed and they're being told, hey, do this, go in, and go around and blah, blah, blah. Well, Scotty Scheffler gets there, and for whatever reason, he's driving himself. I have no idea why these guys drive themselves sometimes. Like Tiger Woods and his 3 or 4, his accidents, his getting pulled over for DUIs, his, when he was on painkillers and got pulled over and didn't know where he was at. I mean, this guy's Tiger Woods is a multi-billionaire. Why, dude, if I was a multi-billionaire, I would never drive, Doug. I don't even like it that much. I don't even like driving myself. Like if I had some kind of Bugatti or, another car that I liked, then I would drive.
I like driving. Dad lets me drive in the driveway on Sundays.
Let me drive in the driveway too. But Doug, so anyway,
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler pulls in. Apparently he gets mistaken this guy that is a detective, not a regular traffic cop or anything. He's making extra money because he's got to pay his bills or something. And he's a detective and he's working the crime scene. So Scotty Scheffler is in an official PGA white car, like official car. It's stamped all over it, and he's coming in and he's driving himself. Well, apparently this guy, Scotty Scheffler thinks he's being weighed in. Did you hear about any of this? It's all over the golf.
No, I don't.
But Scotty
Hence
Scheffler
my
thinks,
first expression about
I just gotta ask
golf
your
and
opinion.
what
I'm
I
gonna get
think
done with,
about
I'm
it.
gonna get done with the story. I'm gonna ask your opinion, and then I won't talk the rest of the podcast. But so Scotty Scheffler, dude, Scotty Scheffler's driving in, Doug. He's driving into the golf course. There's only one way in and one way out of this golf course. So here's what happened. Apparently, Scotty Scheffler got confused. Of course, it's five something in the morning, almost 6. It's dark. It's rainy. You can't see anything. The video shows you can't see much. Apparently, Scotty thought he was being weighed in because he'd already heard from other people that had got weighed in. So he got confused with what the cop was trying to tell him to do. And I'm normally always on the police side. I'm on the police side a lot. Well, sometimes I'm on the other side of the police. But anyway, Scotty Scheffler drives in, and
sometimes
he doesn't pull over. Well, then this cop, who's a detective, who's not even a regular traffic cop or anything for Louisville Metro, he just jumps on the car, and Scotty drives for like another 10 yards or something. And the guy attaches himself to the car. The guy, he jumps on the car. Scotty stops and then rolls down his window. And instead of the cop going, "Hey, what are you doing? We're trying to wave you over. Can I get your driver's license? I need to know who you are. What's going on?" He starts yanking at him and pulling him out of the car and handcuffs him and all this stuff. I've never been pulled over my entire life without a cop asking me for my driver's license, my proof of insurance. And trust me, Doug, I've been pulled over. I've never been pulled over without a cop saying, "I need your driver's license. I need your proof of insurance. Hey, we were trying to do this. We were trying to wave you over here. Why did you keep going?" And all that stuff. And like, this guy was out of control, this cop, it sounds like. But anyway.
Is there video?
Yeah, they're put. I just saw that they're putting out the police cam. Current affairs. That's what I just saw, that they're putting out the police cam tomorrow. The body cam. But they said they didn't have body cam of the officer. So apparently they're putting something else out that they had some type of video.
I think the biggest issue here is it's all Scotty's fault, because at some point he should have stopped and asked if he could play through.
Play through? Doug, you're not even a golfer and you hit it. You hit it. Whoa.
I mean, come on. That's a classic golf mishap right there.
I haven't heard anybody else even say that one. That's hilarious.
That is a classic golf mishap on his point.
Dude, you know what?
And I got to ask, wait, real quick. Was he driving with his glove on or with it off? Was he driving with his glove on?
Hey, there were 2 ESPN reporters behind him, and they saw it all, and they said the cop was a little aggressive and overreactive, and that
I don't think the cops. I'm on the cop side.
Other people were going through, though. Other people were playing through.
He did not ask if he could play through.
That's hilarious. I like that. Gotcha.
On this one, Rich, and you're not going to change my mind. I'm 100% on the cop side.
Well, then if you saw a picture of the cop, Doug,
terrible. And this guy's number one.
They won the golfer of the world. Doug, if you saw a picture of the cop, though, I got to be
honest.
Number 1
golfer in the world, and he can't even, dude.
Follow instructions.
He can't even ask if he can play through.
Follow instructions. This is a par 4. The next one's a par 5. The next one's a par 3.
This is why I don't watch golf. Right there.
Listen. But I got to tell you something. If you saw the picture of this officer that arrested him, this is a guy that got made fun of in high school and got beat up a lot. I can't lie.
Okay. Well, I'm going to piggyback off what you just did. And this just happened. I think it was this last week. Independence, Missouri. Kansas City Metro Police Academy has notated that they have a brand new graduate, Rich. And this just tells you, so this not only piggybacks off what you just said, piggyback off your birthday. Leon Dixon, 48 years old, just graduated the police academy and is now a rookie cop. Just telling you that at any point in time, you can change whatever you want to do and be whatever you want to be. 48-year-old rookie. Oh, okay, I see.
Oh,
I
wait, I'm
see.
trying.
I'm
It's
gonna
kind
go
of
with
blurry. So wait, there we go. Okay.
No,
now,
I got it. I got it good. Yeah.
Now everybody gets it good.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about here? This
Yeah.
is the guy.
Oh.
All right, go ahead.
But this guy's 48 years old.
Wait, and that's
So
Scotty
now, here's the
Scheffler in his
kicker.
orange. That's Scotty Scheffler in his orange jumpsuit.
Dude, they actually took him in.
They took him in.
I don't think that's approved clothing for the golf course.
They booked him, dude.
He didn't wear that out on the course, did he?
What he wore on the course that. Oh wait, okay.
He getting a little higher.
Wait, where we at? I can't
You lost it. Oh, that's funny. Anyway.
Right there. That's what he looked like.
Yep, there you are. There you
Hey,
go.
I gotta be honest, Doug. He went out and shot like 5 or 6 under that day on Friday, though. After being arrested.
I gotta say that he looks better in that. He looks better in that gray orange.
Right.
But so this cop is 48 years old. Just became the oldest rookie out of 48.
Okay.
Oldest rookie out of Kansas City Metro there. Out of Independence, Missouri. For the last 13 years, Rich, he's been a pastor of a church. So he's still doing God's work, keeping the citizens safe. And so that made me piggyback to look at something else. And so far, there's a gentleman back last year, record from what I could find, that he just became the first rookie at 58 years old.
There's that show on.
Could you imagine being a cop at 58 years old?
Steph watches that show. What's that show? It's called The Rookie. The Rookie, yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's about exactly that.
The guy from Firefly, Nathan.
Yeah, it's about a cop, that's older that, becomes a rookie.
Yeah. I'm just saying that at any point you decide to be a cop, you can.
I changed my life at 48. I'm a firm believer that you can do anything you want to do at any given age, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that.
But men can't become women. Whoa.
Yeah. I didn't hear what you said. You froze up on my end for a minute.
Yeah, well, I didn't freeze up on mine, so the rest of the people will hear
it. I guess I'll catch that on the replay.
Doug, I said men can't be women, and women can't be men.
All right, well, there's no arguing that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
But hey, women can have any job they want. Women can have any job they want. Do you? You do you. And if you want to be a cop at 48 or 53 or whatever, go do it. You got my support. My support.
That tracks. I'll go with it.
Go with it.
Anchorage, Alaska.
What else you got in current affairs?
Anchorage, coming out of Anchorage, Alaska, Rich. This just in.
Never been to Alaska. I told you before, 2 things on my bucket list: Hawaii and Alaska.
Yeah, I don't ever want to go. I told you before, I don't want to go to Alaska. Hawaii, maybe it's overpriced. Who knows?
Hawaii is overpriced, I hear.
70-year-old Alaskan man attempted to take photos of 2 newborn moose calves when he was attacked by the mother and killed. Now, first off, if you're 70 years old, haven't you lived long enough not to be stupid?
Right. You can't fix stupid with the photo taking, Doug. Let me tell you. Like, every year out in Yellowstone here, they have, well, Yellowstone's not in Colorado, but it's north of us. But every year, I see these videos. Of people getting too close to a buffalo or jackrabbit or a wolf or bear. But maybe not jackrabbit, but I told you, I'm just gonna throw things in there and see if you catch them. But
whatever sticks to the wall sticks.
But listen, people in videos and movies and are taking pictures are just stupid.
Well, they say that the mom, started coming at him. So it was him and another guy, and the other guy's uninjured, but this 70-year-old dude was killed. No witnesses could tell, though. They couldn't tell if it was done by stomping, kicking, or a combination of both. But I'm just thinking, Moose Lodge.
Moose Lodge. We're shooting the bullshit as expected, Doug.
And well, I don't think it has that extra word in there, but okay.
Oh, yeah. We're shooting the
bull.
Oh, I'm bad.
Is expected.
It didn't have a word in there that I said.
No, it didn't.
Sorry.
But honestly, and you're right, like how many people fall off the Grand Canyon every year? You got your tambourine going.
Right, the Grand Canyon.
I saw this story, and it just reminded me of there's stupid people out there, and you can be 70 and still be stupid. I mean, I would think at 70 you've learned a lesson or two.
Some of these people are intelligent people, though, Doug. I gotta tell you, Steph lost her phone last year in Clavichy National Park, and dropped down on the boardwalk, and it jumped into the water and went down a waterfall. But I fully anticipated that.
Did you hold up a 10 card, or was it more like a 7?
I fully anticipated, Doug, that someday I'm going to lose her in that same situation where she's taking a picture and she falls off. I never thought she would just lose her phone and her credit card and her driver's license. I totally anticipate that she's going to be taking a picture and that's going to be it.
That's where it happens, huh? Predicting.
Let's take a moment of silence right now, just to. Oh, it hasn't happened yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wow.
I'm out.
And, you know, if I was really good at this, I could edit that out, but I'm not, so it's going to be in there.
Well, then what I'm going to do is when it happens and then I get blamed or whatever, I'm going to be like, hey, remember what episode we on? 10, 11, 12, 13? I don't know.
11.
I'm going to be like, hey, well, me and my brother had this podcast where I talked about this happening and this could happen. So I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Yeah, are you covering yourself up for the police?
Maybe a little prelude.
I did not push her off that cliff, officer.
I swear that's not what happened, officer.
Those are not my handprints on her body.
Scotty Sampler. Anyway.
Wow.
What else you got?
You shot yourself in the foot on it.
What else?
All right.
Bears today.
So this one comes out of Kansas City also, and I thought this was funny.
Another Kansas City? What are you, just like hanging out in Kansas City? Like you don't even live there.
Yeah. Well, I looked up one thing and found a bunch. A spokesman for the Missouri Lottery announced on Tuesday afternoon that a baseball-loving Kansas City man won a $100,000 prize from the Super Crossword Scratcher ticket. $100,000 off a scratcher ticket. $3 scratcher ticket. $100,000.
$3 scratch ticket, and he won $100,000.
Yeah.
And what do we?
That he scratched it off while he was watching the Kansas City Royals play.
What's wrong with all that?
I thought you'd appreciate that.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's getting a twofer, right?
I'm proud of that guy. I wish we could do that, because then I'd buy
some baseball.
I would give you the $100,000 if I won it, because I, want to kick into your.
Just need 10.
No. Well, 10 for the taxes. $80,000 to get you better Wi-Fi at your, hotel there in Terre Haute.
so I can buy Starlink. I'm seriously considering it at this point.
I'm getting Elon Musk at your house and
Yeah. Anybody wants to throw in? All I need is $10,500, and I can pay taxes and get Starlink, and then I just got to pay the $99 a month.
I'll give you $10,500 right now if you just come to Colorado and live in my basement and do the podcast from here, so we know that we're picking up.
I don't think the $10,500 is going to pay my bills when I don't have a job anymore.
It'll pay your taxes.
Yeah, I'll get out of the tax thing for sure.
Dude, I'll
That's
write
as
you a
far as
check
we're
right
getting.
now, just so we don't have to go through the frustration of you freezing.
Am I freezing again? You haven't said
No,
it,
you're
so
good
I
right
thought I
now.
was good.
No, you're good right now.
Okay, all right.
You're good.
And so here's one more. 18 vehicles were recovered. Luxury sedans, sport utilities, pickups, and a 2023 Bentley. They were bound for countries like Ghana, Libya, Jordan, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates. They were taken from Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, and Michigan. And I found that crazy that Missouri was included in there.
And it was what again? It was
Based on all the other 18 vehicles stolen from all those different states, and they were
wow.
being shipped over. And it was stolen from different things like people, off showroom floors, and from rental companies. Like they gave false information, took the car, and left. And I just thought, wow, they got away with 18. Well, they really didn't get away with it. They got caught. But they found out they were heading to, I mean, is this something like where people put an order in for what kind of car they want and you just go
It
find
sounds
it
like
and ship it to them?
what's that movie? Is that 60 Seconds? No.
God, it's, oh my God. It's gone in 60 seconds, dude. I just said that. I said
Yeah.
that right there in my
Oh,
Nicolas Cage, Eleanor.
Eleanor. Yeah.
I mean, I could get a good deal on an Eleanor. I might.
Dude, I just read this thing about a toxic husband who bombards his wife with children during a half marathon. The woman was competing in a race in Presidente in Brazil, and a toxic man has been slammed online after he appeared to bombard his wife with her children moments before she crossed the half marathon finish line. Hey, babe, you're done with the race. Take the kids. You know,
I'm done. I put my 2 hours in as a dad. It's your
right?
turn now. You got the other 22, lady. What were you thinking? Who told you could run this race?
I'll tell you what's happening after that, Doug.
Really? Are you
I'll tell you what's
serious?
happening after that. She's getting a cold beer and a DIVO RCE papers coming to him.
Wow.
Crazy.
Hey, Rich.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I got that from Mackenzie and Kyle
Nice.
when they came
Doug, it
out
makes
and
me
visited
wonder
you.
when you're looking through like current affairs and stuff that's happening in today's world, makes me wonder if we were better
Some of the
off.
stuff.
Makes me wonder if we were better off when we didn't have a phone or internet or other stuff to tell us all this crazy stuff that's going on.
You had to grab a newspaper every morning or go to the library.
If you could even afford that.
All right, well, then check this out. You ready?
Yes.
Holiday, Utah. Authorities were summoned to the home on April 23rd to advise a homeowner of how to dispose of a lot of explosives, including ancient dynamite that had been in the family for generation after generation.
They were called you were cutting out a little bit. They were called to see how to what? Explosive?
They were called to a homeowner's house to let them know how they should dispose of a bunch of old explosives, like grenades and different things.
Yeah.
Apparently, the guy that owned it had gotten it from his father, who got it from his grandfather more than 40 years ago. The dynamite was estimated to be 60 to 80 years old. So, this is what they do. Sir, grab as many possessions as you can get and get it out of the house. We're blowing up your house. They blew the guy's house up, and in the process, blew windows out of neighbors' houses.
Was that dynamite still good after 60 years?
It went kaboom.
Oh.
They destroyed the guy's house, man. They blew his house up, and neighbors had their windows blown out and foundations shook. How much damage do you think happened there? And who's responsible for that? That's what I want to know. Who's that bill getting footed to? Call your insurance company. Well, my windows are blown out of the right side of my house because my neighbor had explosives that were 80 years old that they just set off.
I just saw that the judge halted the foreclosure auction of Elvis Presley's Graceland Mansion, and the mystery lender also gave up the battle.
Oh, he did give it up, huh?
It says that Asani said that it wasn't Riley's fault, that it was her mom's fault, and the mom had borrowed millions of dollars in 2015. I don't doubt that, but yeah, I guess it's that little twist.
3.8.
They might have gave him that Elvis Bible and just called it quits.
$30,000.
I don't know what happened.
Well, yeah, we owe you $3.8 million. How about we give you a $30,000 Bible and call it even?
Doug, I don't even know if it's good anymore. Like I said, I don't know if it's good anymore to even read current affairs.
Yeah, well, I know, and so I found this other website that has
there's
some
some
funny
crazy
stuff
out there. You found a website
Yes.
that what?
That, like I just read that first story about the exploding 60-year-old dynamite. I found a couple more cool ones on it that I thought were just hilarious.
Tell me something.
So if you don't have one, all right, here we go. Mount Erebus on the Ross Island in Antarctica. Got 3 volcanoes on the island. Apparently they're very active, and one of them scientists were intrigued with the fact when one of them decided to go kaboom, and in the process of it going kaboom, it has been spraying tiny crystals of metallic gold, about 80 grams a day or $6,000 a day worth of gold is being found anywhere up to 600 miles away from this active volcano. I mean,
it's raining gold.
It's raining gold.
Go get some.
At the amount of about $6,000 a day right now.
Where's this at?
This is in Antarctica. It's on Ross Island.
This, or is there anybody there getting it, or?
I mean, it didn't go any further than that. That's all it said. I mean, I didn't deep search it. I just found that and I was like, okay, that's hilarious.
Do you have the coordinations?
I mean, that's like, back when your parents used to say, well, what do you think? Money grows on trees? Well, no, but today it falls out of the sky.
Doug, do you have the GPS though? The GPS coordinates, or?
Oh, no, I don't.
I tell my clients all the time when they ask me how to pay. I said, well, you can pay by credit card, you can pay by check or cash. You can pay by Zelle or Venmo. There's that's 5 ways right there you can pay me. And then my one bad massage joke is always, or you can pay me in Spanish gold. And if you don't have any Spanish gold, if you can just draw me a map of where the Spanish gold is at, that's good. I'll take it.
Yeah. How about silver? I'll take silver too.
I might be driving to Antarctica tonight. I don't know.
Ross Island. Go look for it.
Thanks.
Well, if you don't want to go to Ross Island in Antarctica, how about you head over to West Dorset, England? You got Bobby and Betty Brooks, or Fooks, I'm sorry, Fooks. They decided to renovate their 400-year-old farmhouse, Rich. So they're tearing up the kind of give their kitchen a little more height, get the floor lower. And as Robert was swinging his pickaxe, he came upon $75,000 worth of coins in the floor. $75,000 worth of coins dating back to Queen Elizabeth I, King James I, and King Charles I. And they were in pristine condition. So they think that they were sometime left starting around 1642 and up.
Wow.
I'm thinking I'm tearing the whole house down at that point, man. Every room's coming up.
Yeah, that's what
Concrete
I'm afraid
floors
of.
be
Like, we were just recently in Slovenia. We're looking at places, and there's some of these places that we're looking at with a lot of land and a remodel. And you're doing a lot of remodeling. And I'm like, do you want to be there when the remodeling's being done? Because like, you never know what you're gonna find like that. Like if a contractor finds that, Doug, and you're we're here in the States or you're not there, what's the
yeah.
contract? Contractor's gonna keep it.
Put it in his pocket and walk away.
Right? You never know what you're gonna find when you're tearing up an old house.
Mr. Richard and Miss Stephanie, I have found something that you might want.
Why is there an Indian?
Joking.
Why is there an Indian guy remodeling our house in Slovenia?
It's technical, man. That's how it works.
What? What?
Technical. That's how it works.
But yeah, you never know what you're gonna find when you're tearing up an old house.
No, you don't.
Truth.
And I've seen people find all kinds of weird things, but not $75,000 in gold coin.
Crazy, crazy.
Maybe you can ask them if they need massages, and maybe you can get that gold coin you've been looking for.
Right.
Well, so we jumped on the moose train, right? So now I'm going to go back to the animal happenings as we roll up here on almost our full hour. Let's kind of close it down a little bit here. This is a Scottish woman, 72 years old, and her friend. They're driving through Romania in April this year, through the Carpathian Mountains, right? They happen upon two brown bears, and they stop the car so they wanted a picture. One of the women rolls their window down to get a better photo op and said, the bear started coming towards me. I thought the bear wanted to be friends. So then he started to climb in my car and bit me.
I just thought the bear wanted to be friends.
They just thought the bear wanted to be friends. So why not roll down the window and let him get closer? And they don't know why they got bit.
Me and Mike were in Montana, Doug. Me and my buddy Mike Austin. And we were in Montana. I don't know if I told you this story. I might have told this story on here before. I don't know. But it reminds me of that. We're in Custer National Park, and we're sitting there in my Honda, and we stopped at a spot by the information center, and then we looked to the left, and there's this big bison right there. And I looked at Mike, and I'm like, "Is that a statue?" We've been driving for a while, and maybe drinking. I don't know. But he looks at me.
I was going to say, was it just driving?
No, we've been driving for a while, but this is like 2004 or whatever. But Mike looks at me and
I'm going to ask Mike.
And then Mike's like, "Dude, it's moving. It's moving." It's like 5 feet from the car, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's not." But I didn't want to try to pet it and see if it wanted to be friends. I left. I moved on.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to reach out to Mike, and I'm going to see if he'll record a little video about the story and see if his version is the same as your version.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
Same thing. You can ask
current
him,
events, Rich.
Dude, I'm trying to get him to come to the wedding. You can ask him in September.
Well, I'm not just podcasting in September. I'll just bring all the equipment out there, set it up in a hotel room, and
yeah, maybe it'll work there.
Yeesh. Wow. Can I play through?
Maybe the wife. I like to play through, dude. That's hilarious.
Yeah. At least it worked when it didn't freeze up, right?
Right.
But crazy stuff. And I think what you said earlier to wrap this up, Rich, I think you gave a very, very honest and great piece of advice earlier when you said, and I'm not, don't quote me on it unless you want to tell me exactly, because I'll have to go back and watch it. But I believe your words were, I'm not even sure why we look at current events happening.
Right. I did say that.
I thought you did, because We got a messed up world we're living in, man. I mean, we've touched a whole term basis tonight, and we got 70-year-old people that are getting killed by animals because they're too stupid. We got, 40, 48 and 58-year-old cops that are starting out their careers. We've got golf pros that don't know how to ask to play through and end up getting arrested for it.
Right.
I mean, we got people stealing cars and sending them to Turkey. You got Joe Biden that's not going to get elected in Ohio, at least. I mean, that's one state.
Dude, it's like we've done the same thing for years and years and years and years. How can you not get put on the ballot? How can you forget about that or like not do it the same way you've always
Really?
done? Like,
are you asking that question? How did you forget about it?
I don't know. Change is good, but like you gotta go by, what we've done. It's ridiculous. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, Doug, this makes me mad also before we leave for tonight. Like the whole we've watched presidential debates. There's always been 3.
Is this another episode?
For the people that want to say change, well, we got to, whatever. But there's always been 3. There's always been audiences. There's always been, and so why all of a sudden Joe Biden, gets to make the rules like we're having 2 debates and I'll debate you anywhere and we're not going to have an audience and you can't keep talking after the moderators, after your 1 minute's up. It's always happened that way. Like, I just don't understand why now we get to make different rules and why there's got to be different rules. And along with what you said, yeah, I mean, if the bubonic plague was going on in Florida and you were in Tennessee in, 1842, you didn't know about it. You were probably better off. You were probably better off.
Spend your time wisely. Watch the podcast called Loud Deucin' and Laughs. That's how you keep up on current things. We'll tell you about them. We take about an hour to do it. You can watch it about once a week or so, and then you don't have to turn into the news and depress yourself.
And then go outside because we were meant to be outside 85% of the time.
Go get the vitamin D. Go get some sun. Enjoy it.
Grounding. Go put your feet in the grass and get some sun. Yeah.
Yeah, grounding. That. Yeah, rub the feet in the grass, man.
Do that.
All right, Rich. Well, that wraps it up. So, with that being said, we are Loud, Loose, and Laugh, and I am Doug, and this is
Rich James.
And we will catch you all on the next turn of the week.